Hi, this is Danny. Welcome to my Mostly Sax YouTube channel. In today's lesson, I'm going to show you a little line, riff, lick, if you like, that you can use in any bluesy type of thing, but it's actually something that I used and incorporated in an original track of my own, which is called Zarpeggio. Ridiculous title. So this tune is played in A minor for the alto saxophone, so C minor for concert instruments. It uses the Dorian scale, which basically means that it's G major with this F sharp in, but instead of playing from G up to G, you play A to A. So G major. We take that scale, but we play it from the A to the A. Exactly the same notes, but A up to A. And that will give us A Dorian. So the tune to Zarpeggio goes like this. And although that is the main tune of this song, it is still something that you could throw into any solo, just because it's of that scale, it works, it fits, and it's just one of these kind of growing lines, if you like, that's reaching a climactic point. So it's broken into small groups. The first is down the bottom without the octave key. We're going D, E, G, twice, D, E, G, D, E, G, with an A on the end. The second group goes G, A, C, G, A, C, so twice, again without the octave key, and ends with a D, with the octave key. And the third group goes C, D, E, twice, C, D, E, C, D, E. The D and the E have the octave key, and on this one we finish with a high G, with the octave key. So in its entirety. And not that. Obviously, if you wanted to, because it's just a pattern, you could continue that and go through the scale until you reach the climactic point that you want to, the climactic point that you are trying to achieve. For these next two riffs, I've relocated to the garage, but me and my eldest son, who is 7 on Sunday, have started to rebuild the Millennium Falcon, but it has taken over this room. So it's a bit of a mess and I'm a bit squashed in, but I need to be in here for the guitar. Right, I'm still here, but you're very much propped up at the moment. So I'll play these two lines, these two guitar lines, and I'll show you what they are on sax. So this is the first. So as a slight disclaimer, I don't in any way, shape or form claim to be a guitarist, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm trying to achieve with that. The first one of those guitar bass lines, so riff 2 if you like, is quite an easy bluesy line. I'm going to stay in A blues and we start on the 4th degree of the scale, so that's a D. We then flick up to an E flat and back. D, E flat, D. Now we go C, D, C. So everything so far except the C has the octave key on. D, E flat, D, C to D with the octave key and back. I think this sounds better on the guitar because you've got that distortion, the big heavy kind of vibrato that you can put on the end. But yeah, let me know what you think. Is this a sax line or a guitar line? The last thing that you do, D up to the E flat and back, C up to the D and back, and then we go A, G, C, without the octave key, all of that, A, G, C, back to the A. It's fair to say that you would probably do this on guitar as well, but on the sax, we would do that kind of drop off where as you run down the notes and you have that falling glissando, you let your breath run out as well, so you get that fade away. And this one is the other one. It's similar to the first riff. Oh, excuse me, a bit of distortion noise. In the sense that it's just a building line. So this is what you've got on guitar. The second line that I played on the guitar is similar to Zarpeggio or the first riff in the sense that it's just a blues scale thing where we are ascending through the scale. We start on the minor third. Again, I'm in A minor for the sax. I was in C minor on guitar. So I start on the third, which is C without the octave key, down to the A without the octave key. Then I go back up to the C. Then we go up to the fourth degree, which is the D, and I go D, C, D. So you have this C, A to C, D, C to D. And basically what you're doing is going up through the blues scale. When you hit a note, you come into the note below it in the blues scale and back to where you were. Then we move up a step. So we start on the third, down to the root, back to the third. Then we go to the fourth, down to the third, back to the fourth. Next, we go to the fifth, down to the fourth, back to the fifth. And on it goes in that sequence. In this case, what we have is C, A, C, D with the octave key, C, back to D with the octave key. Then the rest all have the octave key on. E, D, E, G, E, G, A, G, A. And you can keep going with that pattern for as long as you want, as high as you want, or as high as your range will allow. Thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope it's something that you take something from. See you later, mate. If it is, please hit subscribe to support the channel. And yeah, good luck with your sax playing.